Hello everyone, how are you? Today I'm smoking Artesian's blend from Ashton's. This was gifted to me some time ago by Mike of Smoke and Briar fame. And I'm smoking it in my fairly new K-Woody. I've showed it, I think, twice. Gonna give it a little bit more airtime. The pickaxe. I was out a day or two with a touch of bronchitis. That same thing that Mike had. And so I was kind of cooling it a bit, but I'm back. I don't have it now. I have actually cut down a little bit, but that's not putting a dent in my enjoyment of pipe smoking. Instead of smoking 6 bowls a day, I'm like just smoking about two to three. Feel good today. Very good. I had a great sleep last night. Hope you're all doing well. Also, there were a couple interesting things that I saw Friday a week ago, not this past Friday. I believe it was uh, uh, Friday, you know, before this one we just had, and it was in Cuba. It was a cigar smoking contest to see who could smoke a cigar with the longest and create the longest ash. And I wondered if any of you had heard about this. It appears to be an annual thing. It's a I believe once every year they all get together and make a big thing about it. I'm always on the lookout for pipe related stories and stuff. And cigars. And last night I was watching, I believe it's a series called Mysteries at the Museum. And they had a pipe on there that belonged to somebody that was involved in the Lindbergh kidnapping and murder case, which was the story itself is quite complicated. This man I've been rumored to set the man that was convicted and later executed. They believed that he set him up falsely. Well, anyway, it was that man that did that setting up of Hoffman. I think his name was Hoffman. It was had a pipe. He was a pipe smoker, and they showed the pipe that's in a museum now. So So if you have any uh, interesting stories, I'd like to hear them. When I do my sub contest, uh, it probably would have a condition that you tell an amusing anecdote or historical uh, tidbit of information about pipes or pipe smokers and/or pipe smokers. Excuse me. Again, this is the K Woody. Nice bevel. You've seen it a couple times. There's the K Woody logo. It's not showing. Oh, no, there it is. The clover leaf. I had bid on an interesting piece on eBay. I knew it was going to go much higher, so it was almost like I don't know why I bid on it, because I knew it was going to get up. It was a quote unquote Negro Head, an antique Meerschaum from the late 1800s uh, of a Negro woman, and it was toned the best you could ever tone a Meerschaum, and it was very interesting. They're very well sought after, and it lost its original stem. It didn't have a stem, but it still brought $159, and sometimes they go for much more. But just couldn't afford it at that time. You know that the oil companies, if you have oil heat, we'll always get that last delivery in. But we make it all right. But and there was another pipe of kind of an unusual theme. It was a billiard, but it had the description, on eBay read with horse in distress. And it had a horse on the shank, and he was like rearing or something like that. And I guess they thought it was a horse in distress. And that was beautifully toned too. I don't know how much that brought. Excuse me. But was an unusual one also. So I hope you're off to a good start for your week. This is, I guess you'd call it a typical English blend this Ashton's. And it's smoking very well. And it appears to burn very nice and slowly with no tongue bite. I don't notice any tongue bite from it. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I hope you all change your clocks around here for the change in time, and didn't get to work late. You know, you what they call it, spring ahead. Very nice, very nice. Well, I'm looking at my time there. Still have a little bit to go, but just going to wait till this burns down. Again, it's a fairly new pipe, so there's not a lot of crud built up in there. And you're getting pretty much the flavor of the tobacco without it mingling with a lot of other stuff. Well, I think I'm going to call it quits. The number is a little hard to see up at the top of the screen, but it's going on 14 minutes though. Okay then. Okay, take care of yourself. Be good. And by all means, happy smoking.